Tip-off goes to Houston. Here's Smith and the Houston Rockets starting five. Maxwell is out there with Smith. Then it's Thorpe. Then it's Olajuwon. And it's Horry in at the three. Now here is Olajuwon. Count it, good. Now here's Pippen. Outside Harper. It's Pippen on the way. Horry defending. Pippen, no luck.
Listen, he knows he should have made that shot. We'll see if they can work it back to him in that same area.
Thorpe, and it's blocked. Jordan against Maxwell. They get a hand on it. Hakeem the Dream ripping it away. Pass to Smith. Great D that time from Jordan. Here's Pippen, and the slam dunk by Pippen.
And Pippen there driving hard inside, has the height and athleticism to consistently get it done in the paint.
Now here is Smith. There's the pass to Horry. Pass to Olajuwon. Shoots over Longley. 5 on the clock. Olajuwon, no luck.
And that is a textbook example of how to defend your rim.
That boy, to have someone back there who can erase your mistakes, what a big-time asset defensively.
And it's Smith with the ball. He brings it up for the Houston Rockets. Passes it to Horry. Jordan against Maxwell. Here's Olajuwon. And that's collected by Longley.
What a masterful job on the defensive end. Did everything possible to alter that shot.
Pippen's gone 1 of 3 on the night. Pass to Olajuwon. Smith on the wing. Fires the three. Rodman with the rebound. Harper against Smith. Here's Jordan. Doesn't go for him. Good D by Olajuwon. And it's out of bounds to the Rockets as Houston retains possession. And Houston calls their first timeout of the game.
And with their offense sputtering, coaches got to get them back on track.
And to me, they're just taking too many tough shots. And when they do get an easy one, the confidence just isn't there.
From 8. Thorpe can't make it work. Chicago leading. Here's Longley. Jordan trying to free himself up. Longley with the bucket.
Yeah, and this is what happens when you have a scorer like Jordan on the floor. He attracts all that attention defensively, leaving guys wide open.
Houston shooting their first free throws of the game on this trip to the line. That free throw, no good. And he sinks the second. The Bulls leading by 3. The pass to Longley. It's Jordan on the wing. And we're approaching about 3.5 minutes played in the first quarter. And the shot goes in.
And when we think about the excitement that Jordan brings to the game, but what about the offensive fundamentals? The man is a perfectionist.
Jordan against Maxwell. Here's Olajuwon. Good work there as it goes. Olajuwon's got 5. Olajuwon's gone 50% so far. 2 of 4 shooting. Outside Jordan. Back to Pippen. Outside Jordan. Olajuwon with the block.
Without a doubt, one of the most versatile shot blockers in the game. Olajuwon does it in the painted area as well as along the perimeter.
Rockets trail by 5. Back to Smith. Pass to Maxwell. Shot clock at 6. Floats one up. Thorpe on the glass, grabs the board.
They've been beating them to a lot of those loose balls and rebounds here to start.
Outside Pippen. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle and 2 shots coming up.
Pippen simply put one of the best small forwards of all time. A defensive powerhouse and a fearless scorer.
This is his first free throw of the game. That's off as well, so he misses both. Rockets trail by 3. Poked loose. Here's Smith. And it falls over the rim and in. Now Pippen. Outside Jordan. Outside Pippen. What a move! Pippen showing off some terrific ball handling.
Yeah, Pippen using those long arms inside to get shots off. Feels like no one can guard him down low.
Olajuwon, the layup missed.
It's all about the defense right there. Without that level of activity, he probably scores it.
Rodman's shot is off. Smith surveying the D. He dishes it to Olajuwon. It's deflected. 3 on 3. They push it up, 4 on 3. Thorpe can't make it work.
Well, this has not been a quarter to remember for this guy. He looks completely flustered.
It's Pippen on the wing. To the inside, Rodman. That's in, and he found his range with that one. Now 1 for 2.
And really, it's been a major aspect of their offense in the early stages here. Their success working the ball inside and getting points from close range.
Horry against Pippen. Horry passes to Thorpe. Out to Smith. 4 on the clock. Shoots over Harper. The Rockets again can't hit. Chicago leading by 5. Offside Pippen. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
And you don't ever want to get into the habit of letting the offense get to the rim.
He's 0-2 at the line in this one. So for the Bulls, Simpkins, he's checked in for Rodman. Kukoc comes in for Jordan. And Steve Kerr is subbed in for Ron Harper. Houston with a big group substitution here. Bullard, he's checked in for Thorpe. Ellie comes in for Horry. Brooks checked in for Maxwell. And it's Cassell in for Smith. Now a timeout called by Houston.
Yeah, things not going their way, and he wants to just try to talk this one over.
Well, night in and night out, sometimes it's a battle of runs. He has the most.
Bulls making a switch here. Weddington's checked in. Here's Cassell. Here's Olajuwon, and then Olajuwon with the dunk.
Such a graceful player. Hakeem is light off the ground there for that rebound, and then the skill to send that one home.
Now here's Pippen. 6 points for him. Simpkins passes to Weddington. The Bulls need to get a shot off here. Unloads from 13. And they turn over the 24-second buzzer, signaling the shot clock violation. Rockets trail by 5. Not watching the line there. That'll be a backcourt violation. Outside, Kukoc. He kicks it to Kerr. Back to Kukoc. And some nice ball movement here by Chicago. Just 5 on the clock. Pippen for 3. Sinks the three-pointer. Pippen's got his 3rd bucket of the night.
This is as good as it gets for a first quarter in terms of shooting the basketball.
Cassell, the pass to Brooks. They get the rebound. Olajuwon lays it up and banks it in.
And that's just too deep. Olajuwon with way too many moves in there, almost automatic.
And here's Kerr. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. Up top, Pippen. And the layup is good after a nice lead pass. And the Bulls lead by 8.
Of the two offenses here tonight, you can tell theirs is just a bit more in sync.
And I think because of that, they've gotten the better looks to start this basketball game.
This is a Duelli. Here's Olajuwon, and then Olajuwon with the dunk. Hakeem shot over 50% from the floor for his career, and he's around there right now. Pippen, the pass to Kukoc. Back to Pippen. 14 feet away, and the Bulls tack on 2 more.
This guy reads situations so well, and he knows how to execute.
Here's Cassell, and it's Houston with another.
Yeah, Cassell, just a great sense for when to pull up. A high IQ guy with a smooth shot off the dribble.
Now here's Pippen, 11 points in the game. 3-pointer, Kukoc. And the rebound goes to the Rockets. Olajuwon's got 9 rebounds now tonight. Pass to Cassell. We've got 1:55 left in the first quarter. Here's Brooks. Rebounded by Wennington.
And his defense so valuable. Not many can bother that shot at the rim.
Boy, you see the effort. You see the range. This guy prides himself in his ability to shut you down.
Here's Wennington. Back to Kukoc. The shot that time, not on target. So Houston will take it the other way.
And they have a narrow edge here in rebounding early on, and you wonder what kind of a role that's going to play moving forward. Yeah, well done to finish that one off.
Pippen against Brooks. It's Pippen with the drive. Simpkins passes to Pippen. Launches it. Olajuwon grabs the miss. Olajuwon's got the glass covered here tonight. 11 boards for him. The Bulls leading by 4. Here's Wennington. There's 25 seconds left to play here in the first. Kerr kicks to Kukoc. Brooks against Pippen, and he hits it just before the shot clock expires. Pippen's got 13.
Well, they're leading in large part because of the work he's put in this quarter. This is nicely done.
Here's Cassell, and count it from 19 feet away. Got it up. No good on the last second attempt there. And don't go away. We'll be right back. And hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. Looking at what we've seen for the Bulls, what do you guys think?
You got to credit their defense. Communicating, rotating, making plays on the ball.
Yeah, I think they wanted to come out of the gate strong, and they have. They've taken the early lead here.
And a chance here presented by Gatorade to see who's on the floor. All fueled up and ready to go for the start of the second quarter. So for Chicago right now, Kerr out there with Bush. Then there's Bill Wennington. Then it's Simpkins. And it's Kukoc in at the 3 slot. Brooks. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. And he's got his first free throw of the game. And that one falls for Brooks. Good on both.
Oh, this guy has multiple ways to get to the free throw line, and boy, has his stroke been on the money.
Kerr against Cassell. Bushler, the pass to Kukoc. Pocket 6 to the middle. Shot from 12. Simpkins, no good. The Rockets trail. And we played through the first minute here in the second. On the wing, Kukoc, guarded by Ellie. Kukoc pass to Kerr. That'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
And you look at Kerr, just a sharp shooting role player. His game really about guts and intelligence.
Chicago shooting their 5th and 6th free throws of the game. The free throw drops for Kerr. Chicago making some changes. Rodman comes in for Simpkins. And it's Jordan in for Tony Kukoc. Thorpe, he checked in for the Rockets. Here's Helly. Sweet little floater. Helly's got his first points of the game.
Well, that's a nice play. You've got to read the situation and go to your floater game when necessary.
And there's the pass to Bushler. Brooks against Jordan. Down low. Here's Rodman. And that one is off. Good D by Olajuwon. A floater. Second shot opportunity. Thorpe can't make it work.
You know, you can't impact a shot that close any better than he did on that possession.
Boy, whether he blocks it or simply alters it, the result is pretty much the same.
So for the Bulls, Luke Longley's checked in for Wennington, and it's Harper in for Steve Kerr. The Rockets also changing it up. Horry's checked in for Ellie. Maxwell comes in for Brooks, and Smith subbed in for Cassell.
Nobody even close to him, and he can't believe he doesn't knock it down.
And the dunk by Jordan.
Yeah, the explosive doesn't even begin to describe it. Jordan simply flying.
And it's Smith with the ball. He brings it up for the Rockets. In the second quarter, they've given up just 3 points. Here's Olajuwon, and off the left side of the rim, and it swirls in for him. Olajuwon's got 13.
And likes the view from there. He's a strong mid-range shooter.
Well, sometimes when you've got size, your release point is so high that you're going to get a good look no matter what.
Attacking in transition, the most consistent way to generate easy looks.
The very definition of quality transition offense. If it can end at the cup, it's exactly where you want it.
Here's Bushler. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him.
And those plays can make a difference in a game like this.
Well, you know it's going to fire up, Greg, everybody on that bench.
Well, credit him for going for it, not settling, saying, I'm going to attack.
Now, here is Smith. They trail by 1. Here's Jordan. Hammer it home! Hammer it home, baby!
That is authority right there.
Jordan against Smith. Chicago grabs the miss. Olajuwon, good.
This guy is just working his tail off on the boards. You love the effort, love the energy.
The drive by Jordan, and it's Jordan with the jam.
Yeah, just forcing the issue offensively. The great thing about Jordan, he does it while staying under control.
To the left side wing. And some nice passing there by Houston. Here's Thorpe, fades away and sinks the tough shot. Thorpe's got his second bucket of the game to go.
Boy, nice shot. He didn't need the fadeaway to create separation, though. He was wide open.
Outside Jordan. Pass to Bushler. Shot clock at 5. Harper dishes to Jordan. The offensive rebound. Rodman passes to Bushler. Jordan, high post. A solid shot from the distance of about 14 feet. Jordan's got 12.
Well, this guy flat out carrying the load for them offensively. He is taking and making good shots. What a terrific job.
Here's Olajuwon. Longley grabs the miss. Longley's got his 5th rebound in this one. And a wide open look for Jordan. Nails the wide open jump shot. Now it's a 5-point Chicago lead. Here's Smith over Rodman. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. And as Rodman picks one up.
Clearly a foul.
Rockets have shot 75% at the line tonight, going 3 for 4. Scottie Pippen's checked in for Bushman.
And working, Kevin, themselves to the line here in the second. A nice way to get your offense going. Oh, taking it to the rack with power.
Hammering down the two-hand slam. Rockets trail by 6. Passes to Thorpe. Maxwell against Jordan. Pass to Olajuwon. And the officials call a traveling violation. The Bulls leading by 6. The pass to Jordan. And that one drops for him. He's got 18.
And now you see them starting to really work the ball inside.
Now a timeout called by Houston. We've seen Michael Jordan really having a great game.
He's just really a one-man wrecking crew down low. And with this timeout, they've got to make some adjustments because he's been steady inside.
Maxwell kicks to Smith. And here's the fast break. Jordan leading the way. And it's Jordan with the jam.
Yeah, and Harper, hard to get around. A physical defender, he'll use that athleticism and reach to pester scores.
Maxwell against Jordan. Maxwell the pass to Thorpe. And it's Jordan with the rebound.
This guy just can't find his rhythm, and you look up at the scoreboard, they absolutely need his productivity.
And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. Bulls shooting their 7th and 8th attempts at the foul line tonight.
Shooting for Chicago, Scottie Pippen.
First one falls for him. So he gets them both. Rockets trail by 12. Smith the pass to Thorpe. Back to Smith. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. Smith's got 7.
I'll tell you, he's playing with much more discipline here in the second quarter. He is waiting for good opportunities and capitalizing.
Longley passes to Jordan, and they double up Jordan. Fires for 3, drains the three-pointer. Harper's got the lead up to 13 now for Chicago.
Well, the defense daring him to shoot, and he makes them pay for their disrespect.
Maxwell the pass to Thorpe. He scores with that shot. Now he's 3 of 8.
Great move. This is what you get when Thorpe's being aggressive. He's a high percentage shooter in that painted area.
Here's Jordan. Oh, and the jam by Jordan.
Oh, my goodness. The creativity, the athleticism of Michael Jordan.
Rockets trail by 13. Pass to Olajuwon. Passes it to Orr. 6 on the shot clock. And as it goes out of bounds, Houston able to keep the ball. Simpkins, he's checked in for the Bulls. And a switch here also for Houston. Bullard, he's checked in for Olajuwon. Horry passes to Bullard. Here's Smith. With 1 on the clock, a slam dunk by Thorpe.
Just a terrific effort on the offensive glass. That's how they're going to cut into this league.
Greg, a dunk like that is sure to give them a spark. The Bulls have made 5 of 8 of their free throw attempts.
Shooting for Chicago, Ron Harper.
And that one falls for Harper. Bulls making a switch here. Kukoc is checked in. And then for Houston, Ellie comes in for Horry. And it's Cassell in for Smith. And Harper drops them both. Rockets trail by 13. Cassell the pass to Ellie. Here's Maxwell. Pass to Thorpe. Clock at 4. With Savard. The second effort. And the layup is good. Thorpe's got 8 here in the quarter.
I mean, the number of points they've scored in the paint already here is eye-opening.
And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. For Chicago, they have made 7 free throws and missed 3 in this game. A free throw good from Pippen. Kerr's checked in for Ron Harper. And a change for the Rockets. Brooks checked in, and both free throws good for Pippen. And here's Brooks. He'll bring it up for Houston. Trailing by 13. Out to the wing. Here's Cassell. Good on the shot. Cassell's got 8 points.
You have to have the vision to find the open man. Beautiful pass.
Rodman, and Dennis Rodman with the slam.
The D just kind of stepping aside and letting him get to the rim.
There's a reason, GA, the lead is what it is right now.
I tell you, you can't get stops if you're unwilling to put in the work.
Wennington, he's checked in for Chicago. Brooks outside. Offensive rebound, Thorpe. Some solid defense from Pippen.
And the activity he shows around the rim is why he is such a respected defender.
And what you love about his work defensively, the ability to challenge and change shots without fouling.
A nice shot by Simpkins.
Yeah, and what you love about Kukoc, the versatility on offense and the terrific court vision.
And the pass to Thorpe. The shot's good. Cassell making the play. He's got 12.
Great quarter for him at the offensive end, trying to will his team back in the game.
It's Pippen with the drive. That's no good. He's shooting 5 of 10 for the night. Here's Helly. The shot missing. And the Bulls going the other way now. For Chicago, they have been shooting right around 75% the line, 9 of 12 so far.
At the line for 2.
Free throw good from Pippen. Both shots good from the stripe. 1:02 left in the second quarter. Rockets trail by 15. Here's Brooks. Pass to Thorpe. Pippen with the steal.
Well, you've got to value the possession. They've given up 6 points off of turnovers this quarter alone.
Wennington with the bucket.
And since the first quarter, we've seen them ease off on that long-range affair. And frankly, that's probably a good idea.
Now here's Brooks. Pass to Ellie. Back to Brooks. Here's Cassell, guarded by Pippen. Cassell gets the bucket. Cassell's got 5 points now in the quarter.
I'll tell you, what a night. He has been efficient. He's been strong. Unfortunately, they're still fighting an uphill battle.
Big miscommunication on defense. He recognizes it and quickly takes advantage.
And that's typical of this guy. He's always reading the situation, reacting quickly, and capitalizing.
And so it's Chicago in command with a 16-point lead as the buzzer sounds. They've excelled in the open court. Their transition game has allowed them to build this healthy lead. Back right after this.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Welcome back to 2K Sports, everybody. Ernie Johnson, Shaquille O'Neal, Kenny the Jet Smith. Let's talk about that first half. It was a closely contested first quarter for Chicago. They got their lead up to as many as 8 points in the opening period. They just exploded in the second quarter, grabbing the momentum and running with it. Basket after basket, and they played stingy defense. Now they've got a halftime lead that's going to be very difficult to erase. And Kenny, what did you think about what you saw from Chicago?
In terms of their offensive performance, that was a very well-played half of basketball. Good ball movement off the ball, hard screens being set, and they found the guy for the open look. That's how they were able to shoot such a tremendous percentage from the field. With that fluid, efficient offense, they'll be tough to catch in the second half.
Shaq, how'd you think the Rockets were playing?
Well, they gave up too many good looks. Look at the field goal percentage against them. This tells the whole story. Not enough activity defensively, not enough disruption, Ernie. Like Kenny disrupts me all the time, not enough disruption.
And that'll about do it as we get ready for the second half. Let's take you down to Kevin Harlan.
Shout out to my main man, Joel.
Joe, what up?
Ladies and gentlemen,
And with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the rout that it's threatening to be. What a game we're seeing from Michael Jordan.
Yeah, and just look at the numbers from the first half. He has been very efficient.
I think they've taken their time. They've showed incredible patience. It's a sign of a well-coached ball club.
So on the floor for Houston, we've got fourth. Maxwell is out there with Smith. Then there's Ori, and it's Olajuwon in at the center, filling out the middle. Jordan against Maxwell. A three ball. Olajuwon trying to break free.
Well, nice job crashing the glass. You love to see that kind of effort. Well, it's easy to say. This guy wanted it more. Creating the second chance opportunity, cashing in.
Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
Shooting for Chicago, Scottie Pippen. 2 shots.
And the first one drops. And both free throws good for Pippen. And it's Smith with the ball. He brings it up for the Houston Rockets. It's an 18-point game. Puts it up from 12. And it's Chicago with the rebound. Rodman's got 9 rebounds now tonight. And it's Jordan with the jam.
It's just one of those nights where Jordan can do no wrong offensively. And let's talk about the endurance to go along with it. Wow.
Now here is Smith, stripped away for the finish and the dunk by Jordan.
Well, if you don't take care of the ball, fellas, that's what can happen.
Absolutely great. That makes the turnover even more painful.
At the end of the day, though, it's 2 points. Don't hang your heads. Let's get refocused and play with more patience.
The three from Maxwell. It's good from long range. Maxwell's got his first 3 points of the game. Harper with the ball. He has 5. To the paint. Rodman kicks to Harper. 6 to shoot. Here's Jordan. And yep, finally drops after rolling around the rim. Jordan's got 6 here in this quarter.
They are on fire right now. That's 4 straight makes.
Smith drawn the double team. Shot from 12. Here's Olajuwon. Chicago grabs the miss. Here's Jordan. Longley passes to Rodman. Harper with the ball. And they double up Jordan. And some nice ball movement here by Chicago. And they force the shot clock violation. Great D. Rockets trail by 21. Now here is Smith. He has 7. Thorpe, the pass to Smith. And it's Chicago with the rebound. Longley's got 7 rebounds in the game. And the dunk by Jordan.
Yeah, and right there, you see how quickly MJ gets into the air. Yet another one of his natural gifts.
Now Smith. Pass to Ori. Here's Maxwell. Olajuwon with it. Guarded by Jordan. Fades and shoots. Olajuwon's shot is good. Olajuwon's got 19 points.
And that's the rub. I mean, as good as Olajuwon is on the blocks, he can be equally as effective from mid-range.
Here's Jordan, and the dunk by Jordan.
Making the most of the screen. That's how it's done.
And it's in the perfect spot. Greg frees him up to get all the way to the bucket.
Where was the defense? No fighting through the pick, no rotation. My goodness.
Yeah, it's been about the fast break. Been real kind to him here early, and they are clicking in transition.
Feeds it to Olajuwon, and he overdid it there. Too much force, it looked like, on the foul, and he's called for the flagrant.
And Kevin, that's a pretty dangerous play right there. I mean, I don't like to see a player put an opponent in harm's way, as much as you just saw him do there. Glad they pinned a flagrant on him.
Yeah, you're right, Greg. The officials were all over it. They weren't going to let him off the hook that time. Chicago making a switch here. Bushler's checked in. Now the pass to Ori. It's good, the assist that time from Smith. Horry's got himself going there, his first points of the game on the deep ball. Pass to Jordan. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. It's going to be on Hakeem Olajuwon.
And the defining trait of the greatest of superstars, Jordan makes the players around him better, mentally, in terms of effort, and in terms of their performance.
Kukoc, he's checked in for Bushman, and he can't hit the second. Inside, beautiful dish, and the layup goes down. Olajuwon's got 7 points here in this quarter. Horry against Kukoc. To the paint. Outside for Jordan. Rocket 6. Here's Maxwell. Here's Thorpe. A slam dunk by Thorpe.
Well, as usual, this guy cooking on the offensive end, but right now, the other guys on his team have got to step forward.
Count it.
Pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint now.
And it's Smith with the ball. He brings it up for the Rockets. Passes it to Maxwell. Back to Smith. 6 on the shot clock. From deep. Houston with a new 14.
The momentum continues to go their way. Pretty much the story of the game. Well, so great when your offense produces a shot that close to the rim. The rest of the work becomes easier.
Outside, Kukoc. And down it goes, jamming that one home.
And that's a go-to move for Kukoc. When he can get a step, has the ball handling skills and length to do damage.
Now here is Smith. He's got 7. Horry passes to Maxwell. Now here is Olajuwon. Guarded by Jordan. Olajuwon, no good.
Boy, surprised he missed that. The defense just good enough to prevent that bucket.
Oh, that's an old-fashioned rim wrap.
Just a remarkable jam. These fans' jaws are on the ground right now. Timeout called the Rockets.
Well, it's been an express lane to the rim. Coach can't be happy about that.
Well, poor rotations, poor communication. There's a lot to figure out right now.
Here's what Chicago's going with right now. Wennington, he's checked in for Longley. And Kerr's subbed in for Ron Harper. And then for Houston, He's checked in for Thorpe. Cassell comes in for Maxwell. And Brooks subbed in for Smith. Here's Olajuwon, and it's Olajuwon with the jam.
I mean, I hope you can appreciate the torque that kind of move generates. He just has that natural explosiveness. The dream is something to behold.
Rodman kicks to Kerr. Back to Rodman. Score the bucket. He's made 5 so far, shooting a very clean 5 of 7.
And when the size advantage is as big as it was there, I mean, that's exactly what he's supposed to do in that situation.
Pass to Cassell, and stolen by Jordan. Jacks up a 3, gets the three-pointer to fall. Jordan's got 16 here in the second half.
Well, all night he has made an impact at the offensive end. Now he's trying to shut the door.
Knocked loose. It's stolen by Kerr. In transition, here come the Bulls. Always going up for the alley-oop here. Rodman no good.
And the timing just not there on that attempted alley-oop.
Just a missed connection, and it happens. I'm sure they will go back to it if given the opportunity.
Bullard, he's checked in for the Rockets. And here is Rodman. He's got 10. Knocked away. Hands with the ball out of bounds. Jordan touched it last. Brooks with it. The pass to Bullard. Over Kerr. Kept alive. Olajuwon. And he battles for the ball and gets the second chance bucket. Olajuwon's got 11 points in the quarter.
Well, I'm telling you, this guy is doing everything he can to get them where they want to be. He's been on a mission in this period.
Jordan, the pass to Rodman. Here's Kerr. It's tipped. They get it back. Basket counts. Wennington's got 6. And here are the Rockets now. to the inside, and he takes the feed in stride and slams it home.
Yeah, nice, strong finish on the inside.
But Greg, that's what he does. He's got the dunker mentality. Jordan, and he banks in the layup. Jordan's got 40 points.
Yeah, high percentage look for Jordan. It has every move you could ask for in the painted area.
Pass to Ellie. Brooks outside. Passes it to Olajuwon. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And it's good. Assisting on the play was Brooks. Brooks has got his 5th assist in this one. The Bulls leading by 23. Got a piece of it. Jordan kicks to Kukoc. Bulls moving the ball around. Back to Kerr. Outside Jordan. Pass to Wennington. It's stolen by Olajuwon. Oh, and a fast break for the Rockets. Cassell, the pass to Ellie. Shot is good off the back rim and in. 1:51 left in the third. On the wing, Kukoc. To the middle. And that one's good by Rodman. 12 points for him.
And not quite as aggressive from outside as they were in the first half. Sticking to the high percentage shots, playing smart with the lead.
To the right side. From outside, off the mark.
Well, they are daring him to miss, and he obliges.
And he could not get that one to go. Out of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2.
Way to attack there and then create the contact.
Shooting in Chicago, Michael Jordan.
Free throw good, Jordan. Scottie Pippen's checked in for Chicago. Thorpe, he checked in for the Rockets. And so Jordan nails both of them.
And not a single free throw attempt in that first half, but he has been far more active since the break and drawn some fouls.
Here's Ellie. Here's Thorpe. Here's Cassell. Score the basket. It's number 6 for him this game. 6 for 9, 67% shooting.
And not being as aggressive from the three-point line anymore. They had a lot more attempts in that first half.
Now, here's Kerr. Comes up empty down low. Brooks up on top. Rodman covered. Ellie. And it's good. Assisting on the play was Brooks. Brooks has got 6 assists here tonight.
I'll tell you, you are playing with fire anytime you leave this guy open, and they just got burned.
Jordan against Cassell. The drive by Jordan. And slam dunk by Jordan.
And that time, the screener rolls, and Jordan has room to get the shot he wants, makes a good decision to keep that one himself.
Kukoc against Cassell. Down low, Thorpe. And the layup falls. Thorpe's got 6 in the quarter.
How about the timing? Can be the difference between an assist and a turnover. Nice delivery.
Here's Pippen. Bucket is good.
And with the lead, I like the strategy here. Continue to get the ball to guys who can do something with it.
One thing we've learned in the NBA, the game is never over. So you've got to continue to score, continue to build your lead.
And so it's Chicago, holding a 22-point lead as the quarter wraps up. From the field, they have been outstanding, amazing shooting. That's what has them headed to a blowout. We'll return shortly. And let's go back to a terrific pass that we're calling tonight our State Farm assist of the game.
And the definition of teamwork right there, guys. I mean, what great communication between them, and what a beautiful feed.
And Greg, nothing better than chemistry, right? Working together to create a bucket.
And with the fourth quarter upon us, time is running out for this game to become competitive. And the Rockets with possession here. Kukoc is out there with Pippen. And it's Michael Jordan. Then it's Kerr. And it's Rodman in at the 5, roaming the paint. That's the 5 out there for the Bulls. Pippen, no luck. And here's Houston. Doris, when you look at the success of international players, and the league has a litany of very good international players, Doncic being the latest success story. Is the perception changing about these kids when they come from overseas and play in the NBA?
Well, one of the greatest, and to me, the greatest international player of all time, Dirk Nowitzki, a Hall of Fame player, probably changed the perception to start with. Now, listen, over the years, Luka is going to have perhaps a Hall of Fame career if he stays healthy. The reality is this. The NBA is looking for the best players to man those 15 roster spots of the 30 NBA teams. It doesn't matter where you're from, what the color of your skin is. If you can play the game of basketball and play it at the highest level, the NBA wants you to be a part of their league.
Catching up on the changes for Houston. Maxwell comes in for Brooks, and Smith subbed in for Cassell. And there's the pass to Maxwell. Here's Olajuwon, and it's Olajuwon with the jam.
And surprisingly, a firm throwdown. And that's a little bit out of character, Kevin.
It is, Greg. You're right. He's got plenty of size to attack the basket, but rarely does.
Well, he found an opening he liked that time. He took full advantage of what the defense gave him.
Smith against Kirk. Smith outside. Pass to Maxwell. Kicks it to Olajuwon. Just 5 to shoot. From deep three-point range. Whoops, there's the 24-second shot clock violation, so they'll turn it over. We're seeing some great shooters with length, tall players shooting from outside. That seems to be the rage right now, but when you look in your crystal ball, Doris, what might be the next player trend in the NBA?
So we saw the evolution of big men as three-point shooters, men being able to enter the league as sort of back to the basket, consistent rebounding forces out of the post, now stepping away and becoming threats as face-up scorers. To me, one of the most intriguing young players in the league right now is Nikola Jokic. Here's a 7-foot guy who is a tremendous playmaker. His instinct is to pass more than it is to score. So you wonder, is that the next evolution of big men? And then the other thing, Kevin, you are starting to see offensive rebounding went away as a focal point of teams in the NBA. You are starting to see teams go back after the offensive glass. Does that continue?
Second chance is a big statistic, isn't it?
It is.
Smith against Harper. Smith the pass to Thorpe. Dennis Rodman pulls it in. Rodman's got 11 rebounds in the game. Oh, and the jam by Jordan.
He is a highlight reel unto himself, guys.
That could be a contender for the dunk of the year, I think. They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
Maxwell's shot is no good.
You can see he just rushed that a little bit. Lost the focus, I think.
Now Harper passes it to Longley. Over Smith. Another one falls for Chicago.
And not hard to see why they are giving up points on this run. Just too many good looks from in close.
That's tipped. Thorpe kicks to Smith. Can they get it? That one, no good. Some solid defense by Rodman. And they double up Jordan. Here's Longley, and finished off by Longley.
Yeah, they're rolling right now. That lead continues to grow.
And one of the things that's helped that is they're getting it done on both ends. Terrific focus on offense, and they're locked in defensively.
Jordan against Maxwell. And it's Harper with the rebound.
You know what? He's just stone cold right now. Really not sure if he's their best option offensively as they try to get back in this game. And the crisp passing has opened things up for them offensively.
Smith against Harper. Smith the pass to Thorpe. It's stolen by Rodman. Pops it up for Jordan. Pass to Thorpe. Over Rodman. Thorpe, that's good. Thorpe's got 20 points.
They seem to concede that shot, and his response is, thank you very much.
Outside Harper. They get it again. Here's Rodman. They shoot again, and he sinks the layup. Rodman's got 10 points here in the second half.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts.
Now the pass to Maxwell. With the teardrop, got a hand on it, and he gets it back. They recover it. Now the Bulls with it. They're on a 16-4 run right now. And it's Jordan with the jam.
And this is what we've come to expect from this guy, right? Not only making a ton of shots, but being efficient while doing so.
Smith with a wide open look. No good on the three.
And the well is running dry for him right now. Nothing falls.
And this is where you hope that he can find something easy so he can see the ball go through the net.
Boy, you have to be impressed with the offensive production. They have got it firing on all cylinders.
And at this point, it is their game to lose. They've done such a good job building the lead.
And that's out of bounds. Chicago will retain possession. So Chicago going with an almost entirely new group here. Simpkins, he's checked in for Longley. Sally comes in for Dennis Rodman. Bushler's checked in for Pippen. And it's Brown in for Michael Jordan. Outside Harper. Brown with it. Williams picks him up. Brown the pass to Bushler. Shot clock at 6. Lets it go from 11. Sally's shot is off. And here's Brown. He'll bring it up for the Houston Rockets. Pass to Davis. He kicks to Williams. Sally against Brown. Here's Davis. And good that time. Here's Brown. Here's Chicago. They're on a 20-6 run. Of course, you and I were just talking about something Commissioner Silver said the other day about a proposed mid-season tournament. What do you think?
Well, I certainly think if they do move to a mid-season tournament, it's going to have real value for it to matter. To get the fans engaged, something has to be on the line. So, number one, you're going to have two goals. Instead of one championship, maybe you want to win that mid-season tournament too.
Brown kicks to Williams. Back to Jones. 5 to shoot. Here's Bullard. Chicago grabs the miss.
And they've only got a slight edge on the boards, but it just feels a lot bigger. They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them. They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
Passes to Davis. Another shot, and plenty of contact on the shot. So, 2 free throws coming up.
That's his first personal foul. Shooting for Houston.
First free throw is good. Doris, in 2004, the Charlotte Bobcats became the NBA's 30th team. When do you think we're going to see another team added, whether it's an expansion or even multiple expansions?
Well, let's go directly to the most important source, and that's Commissioner Adam Silver, who has said that expansion is inevitable, but right now, not a huge priority. So, listen, we've heard Seattle is on the short list of cities that wants to get a team, and what a great city, what a great NBA fan base. I hope someday we get back to Seattle.
So much history up there, you're correct. Hiring college basketball coaches has been kind of hit or miss, Doris. Why do you think that's so?
Well, obviously, coaching in college and coaching in the NBA are drastically different things. As a college coach, you've got to be concerned about the eligibility of your young men. You've got to be recruiting the next crop, even while you're coaching your current group and your current roster. In the NBA, you get to focus exclusively on coaching. You're not talking about recruiting. You're not having to deal with anything other than grown men who have a desire for greatness in the NBA. And I think so much of it doesn't necessarily mean success or failure, whether you come from college or not. Success in the NBA is a multifaceted proposition. So I don't necessarily define it as, this guy came from college, this guy came from the European leagues, this guy has been an NBA assistant. So many things go into it, Kev.
Simpkins gotten it done so far from the field tonight, making 4 of his 6 attempts. Outside, Davis. Back to Williams. Jones, the pass to Brown. 6 on the shot clock. Jones kicks to Williams. Offensive rebound.
Impossible to stop the putback when he's got that kind of position.
Agreed, Greg. Let him get his hands on it inside and finish it off.
How about the activity level, the effort level? This team right now feeding off his energy.
Hits. Count that one from Simpkins.
Well, overall, they're the team getting the better looks here in this second half.
And I think what's happening is they're getting their shots within the flow of their offense, and you can clearly see the difference.
And in terms of size, not your typical center, but man, he plays as big as any of them thanks to that terrific leaping ability.
Sally passes to Bushley. And some nice ball movement here by Chicago. The shot's good from Sally.
Sometimes a player is born with a passer's mindset. He deals it with conviction.
Outside, Jones. Williams against Brown. Williams passes to Brown. Jones kicks to Davis. Tries it from the top of the key. And the Rockets getting another bucket right there.
And how about the bounce pass? They are being used to perfection.
Brown, the pass to Sally. To the inside. Here's Kerr. Some solid defense from Brown.
And you know, you can't impact a shot that close any better than he did on that possession.
Boy, whether he blocks it or simply alters it, the result is pretty much the same.
Davis kicks to Jones. High post, Davis. Williams for 3. He can't hit that time. Now Chicago takes it the other way. Over to the wing. Back to Brown. Pass to Kerr. There's the 3. It's rebounded by Houston. Now here's Williams. And so Chicago takes this one, and by a big margin. They won this game going away. They were the better basketball team by far tonight.
And you got to commend this sort of dominance, particularly here at home. It's a great feeling when you play almost a perfect game and to have that crowd be so pumped up.
And that'll do it, folks. For Greg Anthony, Doris Burke, and David Owens, this is Kevin Harlan. Thanks for tuning in. So long and good night, everyone.